Hello, my name is Richard Lipscombe. I'm the Managing Director at Proteomics International, and today I'm going to give you a snapshot of how we are hoping to create a world where disease is detected early and cured simply. In doing so, we're going to improve the quality of lives of patients across the globe. We're going to save governments and healthcare systems millions, potentially billions of dollars, and make money for our shareholders. Proteomics International is a medical technology company at the forefront of the area of precision medicine and predictive diagnostics. Our lead product is a diagnostic test called ProMarker D, which can predict and identify diabetic kidney disease in the early stages. It's a test that's revenue ready, cost effective, easy to use, patented technology that's starting to roll out globally. It's part of a strong panel of diagnostic tests that we have in development across a range of chronic diseases. We also have a bioanalytical services division that meets some of the growing demand from industry for specialized analytics. The revenue from that business helps offset our cash burn from research and product development. And both of these activities occur from our state-of-the-art laboratories here in Western Australia. On the corporate side, we recently had a very successful placement, raising $8 million. We also attract funding for manufacturing to support the products that we have in development. Together, this has allowed us to implement expansion strategies and to accelerate our growth. We've recently hit a number of milestones which position us very strongly from the corporate perspective to take us through 2022 into 2023. Very exciting times for our business. Our point of difference is a platform technology which we call ProMarker. This technology platform identifies unique protein biomarkers, fingerprints, if you will, that you can find in a drop of blood. The platform identifies and links these unique fingerprints to specific diseases. This enables us to create novel diagnostic tests. These become our intellectual property that we can sell. ProMarker D is our test for predicting diabetic kidney disease. It's going to change lives around the world. Why do we need this? We all know diabetes is a problem, but you may not have been aware that over 500 million people worldwide have diabetes today. And 1 in 3 of the adults with diabetes already have chronic kidney disease. The reason this is such a high number is because kidney disease is a silent killer. You can lose 80% of your kidney function and you wouldn't know. You might start to feel a bit lethargic. But at this point, your kidneys have already been irreversibly damaged. So early detection is key. Without early detection, diabetic kidney disease leads irreparably to dialysis or kidney transplant. Both very expensive outcomes. In the US alone, $130 billion per year. Why are we in this predicament? Because the current standard of care diagnostics, which have been around for 50 years, simply aren't good enough. They can only detect the disease once it's already developed. They certainly cannot predict the onset of disease. And so that leads us on that path to dialysis and kidney transplant. The solution that we've developed is ProMarker D, a test that can predict the onset of disease before clinical symptoms appear, up to 4 years in advance. Doctors then can prescribe early therapeutic treatments to slow or stop the onset of the disease. It's the old adage that prevention is better than cure. We can then save healthcare systems billions of dollars and improve the quality of lives for patients. The ProMarker D test is easy to use, simply integrated into existing testing regimes. We take a standard blood draw, and that sample is then analyzed in the laboratory to find those biomarkers, that fingerprint. It uses a standard technology platform available in all laboratories around the world. And then the results are uploaded into the ProMarker D Hub, which is a cloud-based algorithm that develops a report identifying the risk that that patient is at, and that report goes on to the doctor so that they can manage the treatment regimes for those patients. There are new drugs which have recently become available for diabetic kidney disease that can slow or stop the progress of the disease. So this is a game changer for those patients, but we need to know who to give the drug to. And again, the earlier we give the drug, the better the outcome is going to be for the patient. Much easier to cure somebody who's only got early stages of disease rather than waiting until late stage. The route to market for ProMarket is also straightforward. The diagnostic company licenses the test. The kits are now being made in Europe. We've recently completed a number of milestones there to ensure we have product made to international manufacturing standards. And as I said, the laboratory can run the test. The samples are all collected by that laboratory, processed by that laboratory. The results are submitted to the hub and the reports are generated. And PIQ receives a royalty on every test that's sold. We have a number of licensing transactions completed and in progress. Two very important markets in different ways, Britain and Israel. Britain with the National Health Service is a very attractive market because it's effectively a one-stop shop. The potential to get approval by the NHS and sell across the whole of the UK. Israel, exciting for different reasons, a market that likes to bring in new technologies quickly. We've recently had great progress in the US, where we signed a binding letter of intent with Sonic Healthcare USA. Very exciting opportunity there, and the test recently went live through Sonic Reference Labs. We're targeting markets around the world, key markets generating new revenue streams. Our diagnostics pipeline is rich. We target areas of significant unmet need, enormous markets where lots of people are affected and there are no good diagnostic tests. This enables us to target markets with large revenue potential. Following in the footsteps of diabetic kidney disease, we have tests for endometriosis, lung disease, other complications of diabetes, and esophageal cancer. I'm going to focus on a couple of these briefly. Endometriosis, a condition which affects 1 in 9 women. Diagnosis currently takes 7.5 years on average, requires invasive surgery. It's simply not good enough. It takes that long to diagnose. We know we can do better. In recent results, we've announced we could identify 8 out of 10 people with the disease. We have a potential world-first blood test for endometriosis. Esophageal cancer, it's a very nasty cancer. 1 in 20 cancer deaths worldwide caused by esophageal cancer, 5-year survival rate less than 20%. Very expensive disease to diagnose and to treat. It's actually caused by acid reflux that leads to a condition called Barrett's esophagus that can eventually lead to cancer. Again, we think we can do better. In our prototype test, we identified 9 out of 10 people with the disease, results recently presented at the World Congress for Esophageal Diseases. Further work is required in these to finalize the test, but again, we have the potential for a world-first test for esophageal cancer, and we continue to work with world-leading medical researchers and clinicians to develop these tests. The share price catalysts for Proteomics International for this financial year, the licensing deals will continue. We'll finalize the license with Sonic Healthcare in the next few quarters. That's our expectation. Other licensing deals to come. First sales across a range of markets, but that's the potential, all of which will drive revenue. Reimbursement, very important for the US. What is known as a proprietary laboratory analysis code, a PLA code, which secures reimbursement. We'll know the outcome of that in the first half of next calendar year. That can lead to payment by the insurers and the healthcare systems. Other regulatory and reimbursement submissions around the world, all building confidence in the test. As I've just said, our pipeline is rich, and our test for endometriosis and esophageal cancer, we'll know whether we have new first-in-class diagnostic tests for those in the first half of the next calendar year. The pipeline remains rich, and other tests coming through, all of which will develop new intellectual property, potential new revenue streams for our company. So in summary, we have an exceptional global opportunity. We've got disruptive, cutting-edge technology, a proven in-house diagnostics platform. The ProMarket test has been de-risked, patented, and is revenue ready. The test is rolling out in easy-to-use format. It's very scalable, It's low cost with high margins. We have whole of market appeal from the drug companies who are developing the new drugs for diabetic kidney disease through to the diagnostic labs, and then governments and physicians who are all trying to improve the outcomes for patients with diabetes so that we can stop the tsunami of dialysis that's coming our way if we don't change current standard of care. We have a deep pipeline of potentially globally significant tests in development. This is a vibrant sector with enormous interest in precision medicine and now an awareness of the importance of diagnostics. This is an exciting time for the field. We are ideally positioned to take advantage of it. We're looking forward to a very exciting 2023.